Survive 30 days while the world hunts you down. Let's talk about The Running Man. Hunt him down. And with this film, it is a new adaptation based on the Stephen King book back when he went by Richard Bachman, which was a fake name he went by for several novels. And with this one, it is said to be more true to how that novel is. But I do want to say that with this review, I will not be comparing it to the 1987 version of the film. But with The Running Man, it is directed by Edgar Wright. That is set in like a dystopian future where we see this desperate man trying to get money for his sick daughter. To which Ben Richards is convinced by the producer to join The Running Man, which is this deadly competition game. But due to his defiance, his instincts, it makes him a fan favorite. And with this film, I have seen it get mixed reviews, but I got to say, this was a pretty awesome movie. It does star Glen Powell in the main role as Ben Richards, and Glen Powell was amazing in this. Pretty much showing that he can be an action star. And I can't lie, it was a lot of fun to watch him on screen. He was super entertaining in this film, and there was just a lot of great moments that he portrayed in this film perfectly well. All I gotta say is that Tom Cruise did great putting him under his wing. But with this film, we also do see Josh Brolin, Colman Domingo, Cera, Lee Pace, Emilia Jones, Jamie Lawson, and William H. Macy too, and a lot more. And I do think that the cast did great. But out of the side characters, Colman Domingo was a standout in this. Then again, Colman Domingo is always a standout. But I do think that he did great as the TV host. And like I mentioned before, this film is just awesome because it has a lot of great action moments. But with The Running Man, it does have amazing action sequences. It does have its fun, funny moments. And it does have a very interesting story, a very interesting premise. As we pretty much see the main character trying to hide as he is being hunted. And yet there's all these rules he has to do. There's all these rules to the game. But we pretty much see the TV network twist them. And that is very interesting to see. The only comparison I will make to the original one is that I do think this film also does great showing media manipulation. And another thing that I loved in this film is just how the world looked. Because there are some cities that look vibrant and there are some cities that don't look vibrant. And I got to say, some of the cities in this kind of give me vibes of the city in Cyberpunk 2077. It wasn't a cyberpunk feel, but it did kind of give me those vibes. But just how this world was pretty interesting. How pretty much the media and all that is controlling everything. And that was fascinating to see. It wasn't a main focus on this, but it scratched enough of the surface to show it off. And another thing with this film that I really enjoyed was the score, the music. Like, it was pretty catchy. I will say though, I do think it could have done a bit more with the ending. But at the same time, this was such a fun action film. This was another great Edgar Wright film. And it is a film that Glen Powell signs as the main character. With this film, it is said to be closer to how the book is. I'm not entirely sure how accurate that is as I haven't read the book. But besides that, this film was just a lot of fun. Overall, with The Running Man, this film was just a lot of fun. It had its great action moments, its hilarious moments, and just a lot of amazing moments in general. I really enjoyed this film, but have you seen it? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.